Hi, this is Barbie with Perfect Fit Pilates. We're going to do a reformer workout with the ball as our focus. So I have two reds and a green spring on. We're going to go ahead and start with some footwork. I'm going to go ahead and lay back. We're going to put that ball between the inner thighs. We're going to relax those shoulders. Let's start with the toes on, heels up, collarbone is nice and wide. You can have your head rest up or down. Let's prepare. Inhale, exhale, press out. And bend it. Nice control on the way in. Feel the back of the legs resist. We want a little natural curve in the lower back. So maybe feeling like you have a blueberry or a little grape under your back and you're not going to smash it as you bend in. You're going to keep that back slightly curved up. And 5, inhale. Exhale, 4, shoulders soft. 3, 2, halfway in with the carriage, pause it there and little presses out. Keep those hips nice and heavy. Breathe. 8, pulsing 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold the carriage halfway and squeeze those knees into that ball. 10, 9, 8, 7, breathe. 6, 4, 3, pelvis is heavy. Press all the way out. We're going to bend in halfway again and hold. Heels are down, up, and squeeze the ball. It's like we're sitting in a chair. The knees are bent. The heels are dropping, lifting and squeezing that ball, and up and squeeze 7, down, up and squeeze 6, heels down, up, squeeze 5, 4, keep those hips heavy, 3, lower back still lifted slightly, 2, heels up, hold, squeeze 10, 9, 8, 7, good, 6, breathe 5, 4, 3, 2, press all the way out, really lengthen those legs, and come back in. Good, ball stays. We're going to set the heels on where the toes were. Make sure that ball's right between those inner thighs. Flex those feet and press out and resist in. Chest is heavy. Shoulders are soft and relaxed. We're going to inhale as we come in. Exhale out. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, halfway in and pause, little pulses out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold halfway. Squeeze those knees in. 10, 9, 8. Feel those lower belly muscles. Pull them in just a little bit. 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it tight. Press the carriage out all the way to straight legs. And let that carriage come all the way in. Good. Set that ball down to the side. Tuck it under your frame. Let's go toes on again. Press that carriage out. Lower your heels for a count of 2 and lift up for a count of 2. So we're going to under, under, lift, lift, down, down, up, up, and rise, under, and lift. So we're doing 2 slow under, 2 slow up, 5 more, and 4. Chest is open. 3, hips are heavy, down, down, up, up, and let's run in place. One knee bends, the other heel reaches with a straight leg. Rise to your tippy toes, come up and switch. And 4, and 3, and 2, 1, and let's hold one heel under. Nice inhale, and rise up and change. And lift. Let's do one more set of the under, under, lift, lift. 8, under, lift, lift. 7, and 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And lower the heels. Hold. And lift. And let's come back in carefully to your foot bar. Good. Heels wide. Let's go ahead and put the headrest flat. And maybe scoot down just a little bit so we're not pressed into those shoulder pads. Arms down by your side. We're going to very slowly press the carriage out. You're going to pull those lower abs in and float your hips off your carriage. Stomach in. We're going to bend in and press it away. and shoulders are soft. Front ribs are tight. And 6. Inhale and exhale. 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. We're going to come in halfway. Abs in, a little pulse. And pulse. Shoulders are soft. 8, 7, 6, 5. Breathe. 4, 3. Abs in. 2. Press it all the way out. Lower your hips back down onto your mat and bring that carriage back in. Good. All right. We're going to bring those heels back to center. Scoot down. Keep the headrest flat. We're going to put the ball between the knees. We're going to take a nice inhale here. We're going to roll it up. Shoulders are soft. Carriage is pulling in. So the hips are pulling to heels. The heels are pulling to the hips. Tilt those hips down, up, and squeeze. 9. Soft shoulders. 8. 7. As you pull the knees in, pull those abs in. 6. And 5. 4. 3. Up and squeeze. 2. Hold those hips up. Squeeze. 10. 9. Abs in. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. Hold the ball tight. Roll down slowly. And very nice. Good. We're going to do some single leg. Ball's going to go behind the left knee. Right heel stays on that foot bar. Shoulders are soft. Roll it up. Good. We're going to tilt the hips down, up, down, and up. And 8. Shoulders soft. 7. 6. Keep that knee right over the hip. 5. 4. Shoulders are even. 3. Maybe feel a little bit more weight in that left. 2. Hold your hips up. 1. Squeeze the ball. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. And roll it down right through the center of your spine. Left heel goes on. Change that ball to the right back of the knee. Shoulders are soft. Breathe. Exhale, peel up. Hips are up, knees right over the hip, down and up. As your hips are lifting, pull in on those abs. Keep that knee tight on that ball. 8. Knees are even. 7. Keep that left knee back to center. 6. Lower belly in. 5. Soft shoulders. Exhale, lift. 4. 3. 2. Hold those hips up and squeeze. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And roll it down to the center of your back. Good. We're going to hold on to that ball. Put your legs over your foot bar. Reach that ball up. Give it a little squeeze. And we're going to roll up to change springs. Exhale, peel up. And we're going to change it to a red and a blue. And we're going to lay back down. Exhale. Good. Heels back on the foot bar. Ball between the knees. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to be moving the carriage in our bridge now. So we're going to squeeze in, curl the tailbone, peel up. We're going to send the carriage out. Squeeze those knees into that ball as you come in and adjust if needed. And out and exhale. Good. Relax your shoulders and squeeze. 6. We're using the backs of the legs to pull in. 5. 4. 3. Pull in and pull those abs in. 2. On this one, you're going to hold it in. You're going to squeeze that ball. 10, 9, 8. Ribs are sinking in. Front ribs to back. Abs in. 5, 3. Carriage in. 2, 1. And roll it down. And very nice. Let's set the ball to the side again. We're going to press the carriage out with the right foot. Left knee to your chest. I'm going to bring my headrest up a notch. Nice inhales as we stretch. Exhales, relaxing. Knee goes over the body, over to the right. Lift arm out. And kind of gaze over your left shoulder. Breathe. Knee roll center and extend that leg up. Flex and point. And feel the back of the shoulders heavy in the mat. Circle the ankle. And let's reverse that. And press that heel up. Really stretch. And come on in. Good. Left foot presses you out right into your chest. Hold it there. Good, knee rolls over. And right arm out, look over your right shoulder. Nice inhale and exhale. Knee comes back to center, extend that leg up. We're gonna flex and point and flex. Circle the ankle, rotating through that flex and point, other way. And press that heel up, reach. And come on in, good. All right, we're gonna grab that ball headrest, go back to flat. Hips are gonna come up, and we're gonna set the pelvis down on that ball. So it's gonna be right in the center of your pelvis. We wanna make sure we can balance. So we wanna have that ball kind of center of the hips. We're gonna go ahead and grab straps. We're gonna reach those arms straight up to the ceiling. Knees come up to that tabletop, which is right over the pelvis. So knees 90 degrees from the hips. We're gonna go ahead and press those arms down, legs out. And we're gonna feel that tightness across the lower belly and the front ribs to back ribs. Knees in, arms up, and down, extend. And 6, 5, 4, 3. Feel those lower abs pulling down into the ball. 2. Legs stay, arms go halfway up and down. Lower belly tight, curl that tailbone a little bit. 6, tighten those ribs down. 5, 4, lower abs in. 3, 2, and 1. And knees in, arms up. Good. All right. Hands back up to the ceiling. Knees are tabletop. We're going to press those arms down. Head is staying down. Legs are out. We're going to bend the left knee in, arms up. Both legs out. Exhale. Right knee in. And arms down, legs out. So one knee is drawing in, the other leg stays there. It's reaching out straight. We're alternating between one knee in and then the exhale out. Both legs and arms. 3, exhale. 2, exhale. Now arms will stay. One knee comes in. Try to get that other leg a little lower. Tighten those ribs down. Change the legs. Change. One knee is drawing in as the other leg extends. And 7, 6, 5. Inhaling, exhaling. 4, 3, 2. We're going to hold one leg out there. We're going to lower, lift the leg that's straight. The other knee is at tabletop. We're pressing those hands to the foot bar. 3 more. 3, 2. Change to the other leg extending and lift it up and lower it. Pull those abs in. We're pressing those hands, reaching for the foot bar. 3, and 2, and 1, and knees and arms up. Relax the feet. Good. Kind of wiggle around a little bit on the ball. Very nice. All right. Arms are going to start out to a T. We're going to go into a snow angel. Knees are tabletop. Ribs are heavy. We're going to press to the hips, extend the legs. They're in a Pilates V. Arms and legs V, and pull. Open. Legs are staying, reaching out over that foot bar. Arms are only opening halfway from the T position to the hip. Ribs are pulled, front ribs to back ribs. 6, 5. Back of the shoulders are nice and heavy on the mat. 4. Ribs are tight. 3, 2. We're going to hold to the hips and close those legs. 1. We're going to change one ankle over the other. Legs are straight. We're going to change, little crisscross. 7. Inhale, exhale. 6, change. 5, change. 4, change. 3, shoulders on the mat. 2, ribs are tight, and release. Good. Very nice. Should be feeling this in your lower belly a bit. All right, let's do one more with the straps, or with the ball and the straps. Elbows are bent by your side. Give some tension on those ropes so the elbows are at a 90-degree bend. Knees come up to 90 at tabletop. When you press the arms straight, keep the head back. Legs are going to stagger. One high, low. So exhale, arms straight and legs straight. And one high, low, bend in. And press. We're going to alternate, changing each time. The lower you get those legs out, the more intense this exercise. If you feel this in your back, Bring those legs a little higher. 5, 4, ribs are pulled in. 3, 2, we're going to hold 1, and we're going to scissor, scissor, scissor. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and release. Good. Hold those loops in one hand. Take those hips off the ball. Set it to the side. Let's let those arms go wide with this loop on each hand, and let those knees tilt over to one side. Nice inhale. Exhale. And the knees will roll center, and you're going to bring those knees over to the other side and stretch. Good. And the knees come center. Again, let's grab those loops with one hand. We're going to go ahead and put that ball right between the ankles, right at the heel. Good. Arms up, knees up, tabletop. Good. We're going to kind of turn those knees out and make a V with the arms. So deep breath. We're going to pull down to the hips. Lift your head, neck, and shoulders now. Extend those legs and squeeze those heels into that ball. Lay back. Arms are in a V, knees are in a V. Squeeze. So the heels are pointed in, toes out a little bit. 6. Lay those ribs down nice and heavy. Lift that chest towards the pelvis. 5, 4, 3. Breathe as your arms go up. Feel the heaviness from your front ribs to the back ribs. 2. We're going to hold this one down. Legs out. Squeeze. 10, 8, 7, 6. Reach those fingertips, chest up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release. Good. Taking that ball behind the left knee. We did this earlier. We're going to go arms up, knees tabletop. We're going to go ahead and reach the arms down, chest up, right leg out. When your arms come up, you're going to reach, so arms up. We're going to reach that right leg up, left toes down, and keep the chest lifted. And 6. Knee in, and then leg in. 5. Arms up, knee in, and then leg in, arms down. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the right leg down, left knee in, and squeeze. 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lay back. Good. We're going to change. Ball behind the right knee. Arms are up. Tension in those straps. Left leg out. Let's bring those arms down. Good. We're going to send that left leg down. Left leg up. Right knee down. We're going to bring the arms up. Left leg lowers and up. So the knee is going to come in as the arms go up. The leg is going to lower down when the arms are up. 3. Arms are reaching halfway. 2. Chest is staying lifted. 1. Bring that right knee in. Left leg low and squeeze that ball. 9, 8, 7. Abs and chest up. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And release. Good. Ball out. And let's peg those loops. Okay, so let's sit up. We're going to change our springs. We're going to grab our ball. We're just going to do one red spring, and we'll roll back down. Good. We'll set that ball here on the stomach, and we'll go ahead and grab a loop. And we'll put one foot in the straps. So we'll just hold that ball and put both feet in the loops. It should feel fairly light. We're going to put that ball right between the knees and make sure it's nice and even. And be able to squeeze it evenly and not have it fall out. We're going to go ahead and reach those legs out to a V, or to your Pilates V. Heels are in, toes are out. We're going to lift your head, neck, and shoulders and feel those lower abs deflate. We're going to set our hands gently behind our head, elbows wide, chest forward. We're going to bend those knees. Exhale, squeeze that ball. The knees are right at tabletop. Lower abs are pulled in, and we're going to keep that pelvis nice and heavy to start. We're going to inhale, the legs extend, and keep that ball snug between the knees. Squeeze the ball a little bit deeper as you pull those knees into that tabletop. Exhale, deflating the knees, deflating the lower belly as your knees draw in, your abs draw in. Inhale out, exhale. 6, and exhale. 5, 4, belly in, 3, inhale, exhale, chest forward, 2, hold those knees right at tabletop, and we're going to squeeze and tilt the tailbone up and drop. Squeeze, lift slow. Squeeze and tilt and drop the tailbone. We always want to release this, so release the tail. And 6, squeeze and lift. 5, lower belly, squeeze those knees in. 4, tailbone lifts. 3, 2, and tailbone drops, pelvis is flat, squeeze those knees into that ball. 8 more. 7, 6, chest up. 5, 4, lower abs in. 3, 2, 1. Extend the legs out low. Feel your lower abs engaged. We're going to bring those legs straight up. Bend the knees and press out. So we're reaching over the foot bar with the toes to the ceiling. Bend the knees, pull those feet down and press out. 4. So as the legs stretch away from you, engage the core. 3, keep that pelvis flat. 2, and pull those feet down. We're going to reverse. Legs extend, toes to the ceiling. Squeeze all the way down. Keep your shoulders lifted off the mat. Bend in, extend up. Lower those legs down. Engage the core as the legs lower. 4, 3, chest stays lifted, shoulders are off the mat. 2, legs go out and hold. We're going to squeeze. 2, abs in. 3, lower belly tight, chest up. 5, 6, 7, 8. Now turn those legs in and keep squeezing. 8 more. 7, abs and chest up. 5, 4, try not to press in your head. 3, 2, 1, and release it back. Good. Ball to the side. Soles of the feet are going to press together, and we're going to gently open those knees, relaxing those shoulders. Maybe your arms are out to the side. Maybe they're down by your side. Nice deep breaths. Let yourself feel heavy. Good. And then holding those ropes, open up those legs, let them stretch. Good. Maybe rock a little side to side. Good. And then feet back in, knees in, and let's slip those loops off and peg our straps. Good. We're going to come on up and let's go ahead and get out our boxes. So we're going to get out the box and put it on lengthwise. I'm going to leave my mat down. I'm going to go ahead and grab a black sticky mat so I don't slide. I'm going to put it right under the end of the box. It's going to go under my ribs. So let's go ahead and lay down. We're going to have our chin over the foot bar. And we're going to have that red spring on as a base. And you can add a blue, you can add a yellow. So first step up, we'll be adding a yellow, then a red blue or red red if you want it very heavy. I'm going to do a blue. We're going to start with those legs actively reaching up behind you. You're pressing through the pelvis. Your palms are wide on that foot bar, shoulders back. Good. You want to feel like your hands are almost pressing up against the wall. Your neck feels very long. Inhale, belly button in. You're going to press out. And you want to keep those ribs attached to that mat. Exhale. So you don't want to feel like you're lifting up at all. You're pressing straight out. 8, inhale, elbows are down. 7, shoulders are out of the neck. 6, breathe as you slide in. 5, and exhale. 4, chest is open. 3, nice and wide on the collarbone. 2, chin is just clearing that foot bar. Now pause about halfway in. You're going to pulse. Belly button up into the spine. Ribs and hips are down on that mat. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Press it all the way out. Reach long and come on back. Good. We're going to go ahead and take off that extra spring. We'll leave the red on. We're going to do a little swan, a little stretch here. Hands are wide. Fingertips point to that wall in front of you. You're pressing out. Now you'll push down on the foot bar, lifting up through the chest, stomach in, belly button in. Inhale, rotate the chest up and forward and lay back down as you press the carriage back away. and bend back into your start position. Inhale, forward. Exhale out, spring extends, chest lifts, stomach in, lift your heart forward, abs are drawn up, and press it out. Lay those ribs back down, and shoulders drop as the elbows come down. One more. Exhale. Lift the chest, shoulders roll down, belly button in, and reach out. Now we're going to change it up just a little bit. You're going to press out. Now you're going to keep the ribs on that sticky mat. You're going to draw the shoulders down and lift the chest forward and keep pulling the ribs down as the chest lifts. Inhale. Exhale, press it out. Keep the carriage out. Now press down on the foot bar, shoulders draw down, chest pulls forward, and lift the chest up slightly so you're feeling those upper back muscles contract. And lay back down one more time. Shoulders draw down, chest rises, belly up, and keep the ribs down on that mat. And then press it out. And let's come back in. Good. Shake out those arms for a second. We're going to change to either a blue or a yellow. You could also do a blue and a yellow. If you like it quite heavy, you'll do a red. We're going to do single arm work. So keep that in mind. We're going to have the left arm on, fingertips up, palm is on, right arm out to that T position. With your exhale, you're going to press straight out and bend in. We're going to add a lift of the opposite leg. So my right leg's going to float up from the glute and lower down. My belly button is drawn right up to the center of my spine. 5. Hips are nice and level. 4. If you feel like you have to roll over to press out, lower the weight. 3. Shoulder draws down out of the ear. Press it out. 2. Breathe in. One more time. Reach those toes, reach those fingertips away, and come back in. Good. Right hand on really wide on that foot bar. Left arm out, fingertips up. We're going to keep those hips pressed down. Ribs are nice and even. Let's add that left leg lift. Lift. You want to feel the lift come from the back of the upper leg. 5. Feel your pelvis pressing down and your belly button lifting in right to the center of your spine. 4. 3. If it's too much with the leg, you can just keep that leg still. 2. Breathe as you come in. And rotate that shoulder down and come on into your foot bar. Good. We're going to slide off. Bring those knees up onto that sticky mat. And we're going to sit those hips back into a child's pose. Reaching those arms forward over the foot bar. Stretch that chest down and let those hips reach back. Breathe into your back. Exhale it out. One more time. Good. And then let's walk our hands back, front of the box, and our knees will walk back to the back. We're going to arch like a cat, curving through the spine. And then exhale, the chin and chest reach away from each other. So tailbone back, chest forward. Keep lifting up through those abs. Inhale, exhale, round. Really arching that lower back to the ceiling. And then tailbone back, chest forward, belly still lifting. Inhale. And let's come into a neutral spine. Left hand reaches, and we're going to twist looking to the right. We're going to have the palm up, and we're really pressing down on the edge of that box to rotate and get that back to stretch. Come up center, and then press, and you're going to press down and reach the chest through like you're threading a needle. Good job. And come on up. Good. We're going to slide off, step off. Good. Let's go ahead and adjust our weight again. So let's do a red and a yellow. We're going to be doing some double arm work. So let's do that. If you like it a little heavier, you can do a red blue, or if you like it on the lighter side, just simply a red. So we'll take a seat. We're going to grab that ball and we'll put it right between the knees. And let's just do a little something without any loops to start to warm up. So our arms are forward, our chest is high, palms are up. We're going to round the back as we squeeze in on that ball. We're going to round the tailbone, round the lower back. Keep looking forward in that mirror in front of you. And when you feel like, oh, you might go all the way flat, you're going to stop and roll forward and sit up nice and tall. Breathe and squeeze and round. Roll back. Feel those abs engage right across the pelvis and squeeze and roll up. Now, maybe not as far back. Shoulders are down. Round your tailbone. Hold it in a spot where you feel like it's a challenge. We're going to exhale the arms wide and back forward. Inhale. Exhale wide and back forward. Squeeze the ball and squeeze. 3 and arms forward and squeeze the ball. Open those arms 2 and squeeze and open, and arms go forward and roll your chest forward, and then stack up your spine, sticking that tailbone out. Good. Take a deep breath. We're going to roll back, squeezing that ball. Hold it here. Now we're going to rotate to the left. We're going to keep the pelvis even. We're going to rotate, open that right arm to the right, back behind you. Let's add that squeeze of the ball. Squeeze 6. Pull those abs in. Keep those feet heavy on that headrest. 5. Breathe in. Shoulders are down. 4. Pull those abs in. If this is too intense, come forward a little. 3. Open. 2. Shoulders down. 1 more. Reach those arms forward. Chest goes forward towards the pelvis, towards the ball. Chest up, and stick your tailbone back so your back is nice and straight. All right, let's grab your straps. We're going to do short loops. Palms are up. We're going to add some bicep work here. Squeeze that ball, tilt those hips under, lower belly in, same position you were just in with that ball tight. And we're going to pull and squeeze those knees into the ball. Arms go forward and squeeze and pull. We're going to try to get those arms very straight. Shoulders are not creeping into the ear, so shoulders are down. 6, breathe in. Abs in 5. Abs in 4. 3. Lower belly pulling in. 2. And 1. Hold the bicep curl. Arms are in a 90. Squeeze. 2. Abs in 3. 4. Shoulders down. 5. Breathe. 6. 7. Lower belly. 8. 9. 10. Hold the ball tight. Arms forward. Roll your chest forward. Sit up nice and tall. Good. Now arms are out to a V. Your thumbs pointed in, pinky finger out. Chest is up. Arms are open. We're going to press back and squeeze. We're going to try to keep lifting up through the chest. Press back and squeeze. And 4. Belly in. Lower belly. Pull it in. 3. Like a seatbelt. And 2. Shoulders down the back. Hold it about halfway back and squeeze. 2. Abs in 3. Chest up and belly tight to the spine. 5. 4. Keep pushing on those hands. 3, 2, 1. And release. Good. We're going to put that right loop down. Let's take the short strap in the right hand. We're going to round back. Keep those feet even. Keep those hips even. We're going to twist. No, we're not going to do that. Not with the ball. All right. Let's put the ball down. Let's round the tailbone. Good. The knees are going to tilt slightly to your left, your knuckles up. We're going to rotate, pull to the right, and extend forward. And pull, reach. And good. And 4. Elbow's going to try to lift as the shoulder stays down. 3. And 2. Hollow out that lower belly. 1. And reach forward, sit up nice and tall. Let's change sides. Short loop in the left hand. So the rope is crossing over. Right hand to your right hip. Round the tailbone, tilt the knees just a little bit to the right and rotate. Shoulder down. And exhale. Feel those lower abs stay tight. 6. And slow to go forward. We don't want to be banging the machine. 5. So nice and smooth. Rope is nice and tight all the time. 4. Rotate to that side wall. 3. Feel those abs deepening. 2. And 1. And sit up nice and straight. Good. Let's put that loop down. We're going to go ahead and come off. We're going to change to a blue. And let's take that box and we're going to go ahead and put it away. Good. We're going to go ahead and kneel. And we're going to grab that ball and put it right between the ankles. So we're going to be taking a seat on that ball. So we're going to sit down on that ball and we're going to reach back for our loops. So hands into the short straps. And we're going to be sitting pretty tall on that ball, sit bones down. We're going to go ahead and palms up, elbows are bent right next to the side of the rib cage, right down the side of the body. So let's do this as a practice. We're going to send the arms forward. We're going to lower the arms down to the hips. Pull the arms back in front of you. Circle them out and bend them in. Good. So let's do that again. Out, down outside the frame, back up forward, open them out, and elbows bend in. Should be feeling kind of light right now. Now what we're going to do is open up those knees a little bit and we're going to pop up onto the knees. So take a deep breath, shoulders down. We're going to lift those hips off the ball. Send those arms forward. Keep the hips lifted, arms down, arms forward. Open them out to the sides, down. And as you bend the elbows, you're going to sit back on that ball. Hips come down. Breathe. Lift those hips. Stretch those arms forward. Arms go down towards the floor. Back up to shoulder height, out to a T. Back down to your hips and sitting down on that ball as you bend those elbows. Bend those knees. Extend forward. Lower inhale. Arms reach forward, fingertips up, shoulders down, open to a T, back to your hips, elbows bend, hips dip down to that ball. And let's go out to the wall in front of you, down to the floor with those straight arms, up in front of you, opening to a T, back down to your hips and bending to sit back on that ball. Last time, out, inhale, lower, chest stays high, shoulders go down, open to a T, back to your hips. Let's stay lifted now. We're going to just reach those arms forward and down. So reaching to the wall in front of you and lowering down. Abs are in. 4, exhale and lower down. Ribs are tight. 3, belly button in. 2, exhale. Lower those arms down last time. And finish nice and tall. Good. Let's go ahead and take our thumbs into the longer strap. So the thumb is down, and we're going to come back up onto those knees, shoulders down. We're going to lift up tall through the belly. We're going to punch that right arm forward and twist towards the left and slowly come in. And now switch. Left arm punches right in front of you. And it's your upper body that's rotating, not the arm. So the arm should feel like it's going straight ahead. Good. And in. And rotate. 4, find those abs, pull them in. 3, and exhale, punch 2. Last time, punch left, and finish at your armpits. Good. We're going to sit back down on that ball. And let's go ahead and put those loops down. Good. We're going to take that ball away. You can put it under the end of the machine. Let's go ahead and turn to the side. And we're going to go ahead and take that long strap now. We've got that blue spring on. If this feels too heavy, go to a yellow. The other way to make this lighter is to go towards your shoulder pads. But I'm going to be kneeling right in the center of the carriage. We're going to grab that long strap and we're going to do our sword. So we're going to lift the elbow and extend the arm and bend it and then lower it down. So it's almost like you're doing the chicken dance. If this is too light, come to that short strap and reach. We want to stay nice and tall, nice and lifted through the heart. Let's go. 3, elbow comes into the waist and then lift the elbow and extend. 2, last time. 1, good. We're going to go ahead and take that left hand in the short loop. We're going to go ahead and clasp. We're going to keep those hips squared off to the side wall, and we're going to rotate the upper body around the pelvis. Arms are stretched out and locked. Exhale, around. When you're reaching towards that foot bar, that right hip, the hip that's closest to the foot bar is going to feel like it's pulling forward. For 4, shoulders are out of the neck, belly button in. 3, breathe to your left, pull 2, and 1. And let's put that loop down. Good. We're going to do that to the other side. So you can either just spin around on your knees or walk around to give those knees a little rest. And we're going to start with our sword. So left hand has, we're going to square off the shoulders. So shoulders are even. And we're going to lift the elbow and extend. And lower that elbow into the waist. And lift, extend. You want to feel lifting of those ribs here out of the pelvis. Nice and tall through the front of the hip. Nice and pulled in through the belly. 3. Shoulders going to try to stay down. 2. Breathe in and reach it up. Good. We're going to switch hands to the right hand. We'll interlace those fingers. We're going to pull that right hip forward so the pelvis is even. We're going to pull around to that foot bar. Exhale, that left hip now comes forward, where it has that sensation of coming forward. Shoulders down the back. Good. Let's do belly button in. 4, twist around that belly button. Ribs are floating around the pelvis. 3, shoulders are locked down. 2, one more twist. and let's release. Good. All right, let's step off. Let's go ahead and grab a mat, and we're going to put that mat back here at the back right corner, and we're going to go ahead and kneel right on that. This one's a little bit tricky to get into. What you're going to do is pull that rope out. You're going to grab at the tape with your left hand. I like to put my elbow down or maybe on that shoulder pad, and you're going to slip the loop under your right foot. Once you do that, pull that rope back so it's tight and it's right under the arch of the foot. So we're going to go ahead and put your right hand on that shoulder pad, and we're going to lift that knee up and over the rope. So now we're rotated to the right just slightly. So our right shoulder is higher than our left shoulder. Our right hip is slightly higher than the left. We're going to press to the foot bar nice and smooth. There's a lot of balance involved. We're going to bend the knee and press. And I'd like to see a full extension. Your abs are drawn up, so we're pulling into that pelvis with those lower belly muscles. Press and exhale. Inhale, and we're going to do 4. Shoulders are back, ribs are lifting. 3, right underneath you. 2. Now hold, bend halfway. Pulse, pulse. Shoulders are down, chest is lifted. And 6, and 5, and 4, 3, and 2. Press it all the way out. Reach it. Now we're going to keep the legs straight. We're going to reach those toes down towards the floor and lift. And lift. Abs up, chest up. 6, 5. Try to bring the leg level with the hip. 4. So it's really lifting and the back is still. 3. Abs are in. 2. Lift it, hold it. Little pulses up, down, up. Shoulders back. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We are finished on that side. So grab that loop, slide it off, and we'll try that other side. So I'll move the mat to the other side. We'll put that right knee down. Again, grabbing that loop, we're going to pull it out a little bit and then slip it under our left foot. Right hand is just under your shoulder. Left hand is on that shoulder pad, so we're up with that left shoulder slightly. We're going to rotate towards this left wall or the side wall. Abs are in, so draw the tummy into that pelvis and press. And we want to keep that rope nice and smooth, so no momentum. And push. 6. Try to get that foot level with the hip. 5, 4. Shoulders are off the neck. 3. Bend and press. 2. And hold it. Now bend it in halfway and push. Like you're pumping brakes. Little pulses. 6. Shoulders back, tummy in. 5, 4. Keep that rope smooth. 3, 2. And press it all the way to a straight leg. Point your toes. Toes to the floor. Touch and lift. And squeeze that left seat. Stomach is pulled up, chest is lifted. 6, and 5, and smooth. 4, and 3, and 2. And guess what? We're going to pulse. Lift that leg and down, up. It's reaching behind you, not to the side. It almost should be in line with the outside of the foot bar. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bring that leg gently down. And we'll step on it, grab that rope, and we'll peg that strap. Very, very nice. All right, let's take a seat. I'm going to turn back towards you. You can face either way. Let's face the street. We're going to grab our loop and put it on the leg furthest away from the strap. So the leg closest to the foot bar is going to have the strap on the ankle. We're going to walk our hips back, and we're going to put our heel of the other leg up on that carriage if possible. Maybe you like to use that sticky mat to help your foot stay. We're going to put our hand on the shoulder pad, left hand on the shoulder pad, right hand on the side of the carriage. We're going to lean back and round our tailbone under. Shoulders are down the back, and we're belly feels hollowed out. We're going to push that leg straight and pull to the right. Breathe in as the leg comes center. Exhale it out. Shoulders are down. Let's do 4. Try not to death grip here. 3, use your core to stabilize. 2, and 1. Come center and hold the position. Now, right arm is forward, shoulders are down the back. Connect your arm into your back. You're going to lift the arm straight up as the leg goes right. So we're going to go right with the leg, up with the arm. Keep that pubic bone drawn up and that tailbone curled under. 6, 5, 4, inhale, exhale. 3, shoulders down the back. 2, 1 more, and release. Draw that knee in, and we'll slip that loop off, other side. Good. So I'm going to take my mat with me. So on this side, I'm going to have the mat under my right heel. Hips are going to come back and line up with that back shoulder pad. The leg closest to the foot bar is going to take that strap on the ankle. We're going to draw those shoulders down. Tilt your hips under. That left leg extends right in front of you. Shoulders are down. So we're going to pull. We've leaned over the edge of the frame. And we're going to do 4 more to warm up. 4, lower abs pulling deep like a bowl. 3, 2, and 1. Leg comes center. Left arm forward. Connect that arm into the back here. We're going to reach the arm up as the leg goes out to the left towards the foot bar. And 7, abs are down. 6, shoulders are out of the ears. 5, 4, tummy in, shoulders are down. 3, try not to death grip the shoulder pad. 2, last time. 1, and draw that knee in and slip that loop off. Very nice. All right, mat can go down. I think we are ready to stretch. So let's do a red spring. And let's come up for Eve's lunge. So my outside leg is up to the front of the frame. I'm going to hold on to that foot bar. My inside heel goes up against that shoulder pad. Knee goes down, and we're going to press out and let those hips sink. Draw up on your stomach. Really pull those abs in. Shoulders are down. Take a nice inhale. Let those shoulders relax down. Deep breath. And then sliding forward, we're going to straighten out that front leg. Press out. We're going to try to square this hip forward. So the pelvis is squared off to the foot bar. Shoulders down, chest up. Breathe. And now coming forward, we'll turn towards the machine and press out. And roll this chest forward, roll those shoulders back, draw up on those abdominals. And then if you're feeling it, you can kind of walk your hands over to the left foot and twist your upper body towards your left leg. Breathe. And then walk back to center and let the carriage slide in. Good. And let's try that other side. Left foot forward, right knee down. We're going to press that carriage out. Shoulders are dropped, abs are in. We're pulling up on the tummy. Good. And then slide forward. We're going to straighten out that front leg and square that back hip forward. That right hip rotates. Maybe press out a little bit more if that feels like it's available to you. Good. And then we're going to slide in. We'll turn towards the carriage. Both toes point towards the sidewall. So we're parallel. We're going to press out. Chest is forward. If it's available to you, you can go ahead and walk your hands onto the carriage and walk your hands over to your right foot, twisting towards that right leg. Breathe. And then we'll walk ourselves center and let that carriage come in. And let's do a little side stretch. So we'll turn around, sit down, reach those arms up, nice deep breath in. Left hand comes down by our hip and reach over and Over other side, right hand down by your hip and reach over, breathe. And now let's take that left knee over right, and you're going to rotate back to the ropes to the left, and you're going to press on that knee a little bit and twist your upper body towards the ropes. Abs are in, chest is up, breathe. And center, uncross the legs on right knee over left and twist towards your foot bar. That left arm is pressing on that right knee, and you're twisting to the right, breathe. And then come on center, let yourself relax, scoot forward a little bit and let those shoulders just roll. And we're going to just relax through that upper body and reverse up and around. 3, 2, let those arms hang, let your head tilt, deep breath in. Get that opposite shoulder to feel a little bit heavier, and then tilt your head center and over to the other side. And that shoulder, opposite shoulder is heavy. And then head center, tilt your head forward, just relax the back of the neck. And then lift that head up. Let's reach up, looking up to the ceiling. Inhale and exhale. We are all done. Thanks for joining me. Hope you enjoyed the class.